천자문,
千字文、千字文.
In this lesson, we will look at characters 529 through 536 of the 1,000 character classic, the 1,500-year-old Chinese classic in which no characters are repeated. Yin and also Jiang of Pan Gorge
반개이윤,
半径伊尹、缻溪伊尹
were legendary and supportive ministers.
자시아형,
佐治阿衡、佐时阿衡.
Let's look at line 133. I'll offer an English translation character by character. A place name, stream, brook, a name, govern. So a key thing to mention here is that what is being referred to is people. So that's how we translate it in this way, Yin and also Jiang of Pan Gorge. Let's hear it pronounced. You hear it from a recording in Korean, Japanese, and Chinese.
반개이윤,
半径伊尹、缻溪伊尹.
On to line 134, character by character. Assist, time, a name prefix, even, balanced. And again, notice there's a reference to a name. So the two characters on the right, those together are kind of like a nickname or an alternate name for the person Ian, who was mentioned in the previous line. So together they can be translated as were legendary and supportive ministers. Let's hear it pronounced.
자시아형,
佐治阿衡、佐时阿衡.
Let's look at a few radicals or components. Starting with 529. On the left, there's the stone character. That's a basic one. The phonetic component of this character is on the right side. So that right side component is a kind of counter word used, for example, in the Japanese word ichiban, meaning number one or best. That component character is also seen in the lower part of the 887th character of the classic. So for 530, the water radical on the left indicates the stream meaning. The phonetic element of this character is on the right side. And you'll see that component again in the 629th character. The 531st and 532nd both refer to the name of a person. That component, which you see in each of them, you'll also see in the 614th and 244th characters of the classic. The 533rd character shows a person on the left side, and then the right side of this, the right component is actually the character for left. Think of a sidekick. The 534th character has the sun on the left and temple on the right. So imagine how the sun's movements influence the rituals of the temple. The 535th character uses this radical. Remember that if you see this shape on the left side, it is the hill radical. But if you see the same shape and it's on the right side, it's actually a different radical, not related to hill or mound. The 536th character uses the go or going radical, which also appears as a standalone in the classic. There are no other characters in the classic using this radical. I think of this particular character, or I remember this character, by thinking of a big fish going somewhere. So based on the 8 characters of these 2 lines, I've come up with a word list. I've tried to select words that are common and relevant to Japanese, Korean, and Chinese. Now you hear the words spoken in each language. Valley, gorge,
계곡,
渓谷、
溪谷、
magistrate,
부윤,
府印、
府印、
time,
시간,
時間、
时间、
simultaneous,
동시,
同時、
同时、
temporary,
임시,
臨時、
临时、
time period, era,
시대,
時代、
时代、
opium,
아편,
アヘン、
阿片、
balance, govern, fairness,
형평,
公平、
横平、
measure, quantify,
형량,
考量、
衡量。
Have a look one more time at the words of this lesson. See which ones you remember. Okay, let's move on. Now take one more look at each of the characters and offer a few additional notes. I'll also give each character a rating. A rating of 5 suggests the character is common and essential. A rating of 1 suggests the character could be obsolete. So starting with 529, this character is very obscure. It's the name of a stream valley in a remote area of China. Aside from this secluded stream, this character seems to have virtually no other usage. There is a neighborhood in Seoul called Nokbon that includes this character in its name, and I presume that was sort of a literary reference to this character of the classic. So on to 530. This is part of the Chinese word for brook, which you see here, meaning small stream. It's also part of a very common word in Japanese and Korean that refers to kind of a stream in a valley. In the classic, this character refers to a person's name. In Chinese and Japanese, this character is commonly used for transliteration. It appears in names of places including Italy, Iran, Iraq. Quite interestingly, it's the first character in a Japanese text called the Iroha. The Iroha was a Heian period Japanese poem that was used as a syllabary ordering system. The poem was crafted as a perfect pangram, using each kana character exactly once. And this character is in an historical Chinese and Korean word for magistrate. It is also the character for a very common Korean family name, Yoon. It is the 100th name in the 100 Family Surnames poem, a classical Chinese text. So on to 533. This character is also commonly used for transliteration. In Chinese, it is used in the words or the brands Giordano, Georgia, Zorro, and others. This character has a great deal of common usage in Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, but when it comes to telling time itself, there are some differences. So if you look on the screen, for example, that's showing 1 o'clock in each of the languages. So here's yet another character used for transliterations, for the ah sound. So in Chinese, this character is used for the ah in Arab and the ah in Afghanistan. In Japanese, this character represents the ah in Africa. The character even became associated with opium for phonetic reasons. So across the 3 languages, this character is in many words related to balance and equilibrium. So if you're a science student, you would no doubt see this character often in certain contexts. That's a wrap for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll look at lines 135 and 136, which refer to a duke who established his dwelling in Chifu.
천자문,
千字文。
千字文。
As always, I remind you that I make these videos partly for my own study purposes. My skills are not advanced in these languages, so it's quite likely I've made some mistakes or forgotten something obvious. If you do notice something, let me know in the comments. The goal of this channel is to make a video for each line of the 1000 character classic, while using the classic as a lens to explore language study methods and connections between the Chinese, Japanese, and Korean languages. I wish you happy and productive language studies.